take a trip through the Lost Library and discover what's available now from yours truly. When their parents are taken captive by a wicked necromancer and his sinister crocodile men, a pack of children from the peaceful land of Aquania must journey across their continent, meeting strange beings and confronting untold terrors in their quest to rescue their families from a witch queen eager to raise a demon lord from his fiery abode. The Young Barbarians, written by your boy Crypto, is available now in both digital and print form on Amazon.com, published by the fine folks at the Lost Library. And support your boy Crypto by picking up a copy today. Link in the description below.
Hello all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to Crypto Comics for another absolutely fabulous Malibu Monday. This is Firearm issue 2, 3, and 4, part of the Ultraverse from Malibu Comics. All of you Crypto Knights out there are already aware that we have covered Firearm in the past. If you're new here, what you want to do is you want to dive into the back issue bins, check out that Malibu Comics Ultraverse playlist for the Firearm 30-minute movie, followed by the Firearm issue number 0 review, followed by the Firearm issue number 1 review, and that will catch you up to speed with what we're going to talk about here today. Now, spoiler alert, but the big breakthrough crossover that we're building up to here on Crypto Comics, it doesn't really feature Firearm. This is its own continuation from issue 1. Issue 1 through 4 are the first story arc in the Firearm series. And so I'm going to cover that because you know, Firearm is not going to be part of the breakthrough crossover. Neither is Solitaire, who we've already covered here. You can also check that out in the Malibu Comics playlist. We've already done the whole 12-issue series, plus a really bizarre double feature from Malibu, an Ultraverse double feature with Solitaire on one side and Prime on the other. And Sludge is also another character that is not prominently featured in the Breakthrough crossover event. So, I wanted to cover this because this has become one of my favorite Malibu comics, one of my favorite Ultraverse titles after reading these 3 issues right here. I'm interested in seeing what else Firearm brings to the table in the future as the Ultraverse continues on. And we're going to get into it right now. It's very different because this is not an Ultra. He's not a superhero. He doesn't have special powers. He's just a detective from England, currently living in LA. I'm a touchdown guy in a Walt Disney World, and sometimes I hate it. And I like to read him like he's Jason Statham. Puts in the eyedroppers. Like this week, the case I'm on this week. Guy goes missing on the eve of his wedding. Arnie Tate. His bride-to-be hires me to find him. I'm still sore from that case involving the vampire city councilman and the flying hippopotamus, so Lord knows I could have done with something unphysical. I figured, hoped at least, for a quite better looking find. A nice, easy case. I figured wrong, because in looking for Arnie, I incurred the wrath of gunmen and an ultra being who didn't want Arnie found. Last night, me and them had a vigorous discussion on the matter. Man, Alec, you look awful now that the bruises are starting to show through. Why, thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. And have I complimented you lately on the amount of grey hair you're rapidly getting? Okay, I get it. I'll shut up. How about that name I gave you? Velez. The one with the reptile super bean mentioned in connection with Arnie Tate. Any leads? There's 3 Velezes missing. One, Danny Velez, a movie stuntman, had extensive military training, like Tate. Only difference being Velez was a Navy SEAL. A SEAL, eh? Now that got me thinking. Decided to do some work for you. Doing me a favor, eh? Yeah, but since when's that new? Did a file sweep of other military men who've gone missing for a link there. Found one, an ex-commando, turned to crime and was apprehended by an ultra hero. He vanished a week after he got out of prison. And the link? No link to Tate. But the ultra hero who captured the commando makes movies. Danny Velez worked on some of them. Which ultra hero? You know I don't keep up with that stuff. Or might not have heard of him. No, Alec, buddy. Believe me. You've heard of him. American Pastimes, Part 2. And of course, I can't locate him. These are hard case posters. All this time, ultra beings, good and bad alike, dogging my life. Now, when I want to find one in particular, I can't. Word is, he's fighting a monster in Silver Lake. He isn't. Another lead sends me all the way up to Tarzana, where I hear he's tackling super spies. He isn't. Finally, I uncover where he is. The LA County Museum, of all places. And yeah, I heard of him before. I mean, blimey, who hasn't heard of Hard Case? Obviously, an art lover. What's happening here, officer?
Art heist. High-powered. Hard Case found out. Got here in time. So these guys are trying to steal some art with some guns in their super mech machines, as you can see here.
Hello, hello.
And so he joins in, decides to help fight the battle. And of course, he is quite helpful. We killed Terry. He made us get this. And so then they finally, defeat the baddies.
Hard Case. Hi, my name's...
I know who you are, Firearm.
No, actually, my name's...
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
Nice. Rhett Butler with an attitude. Talking to this prat's gonna be fun, I can tell.
You could have been killed, you know. You don't have ultra powers.
Thank God.
My conscience is weighty enough. You had no right to get involved. I didn't ask for your help.
No, you were too busy getting 7 shades whacked out of you to talk.
You talk pretty smug for a gumshoe ham and egger.
A ham and egger who saved your bacon. Not that I'd expect gratitude from either an ultra hero or a movie star. Certainly not from a combination of the two.
I don't think I like you, Firearm.
The name is Swan, you tart, and I don't care a whole lot if you like me or not. As far as I'm concerned, you're a second-rate Van Damme with a gimmick.
Watch what you say, Peeper. The ice is way thin where you're skating. He's like Iceman from Top Gun, you know. I love it.
All I want from you are answers to a couple of questions. You do that, and I'll skate my sorry ham and egg and butt out of your life for good.
All right, I'll bite Mr. Swan. Anything to see your back. What do you want to know?
You worked with a stuntman on a couple of films, name of Velez.
Velez. Nope, never heard of him. Hey, wait a minute. You mean Danny, right? Yeah, I recall him. Yeah, vague though, because I'm, a totally awesome superhero, and he was just a stuntman.
You also captured an ex-serviceman turned bad, name of Matt Maple.
Whoa, now you really are going obscuro on me. Some ex-soldier? Maple? Not saying I don't remember, but...
Explosives expert.
You use his real name. Called himself Mr. Destructo.
Catchy.
Anyway, yeah, caught him, jailed him. So what?
What about a link between Maple and Velez? You knew them both.
Maple I caught. I didn't know him. Danny Velez I worked with. I wasn't friends with him or anything. Not like he was an ultra cool superhero or a movie star like me.
They both vanished, as did my client's fiancée. I'm looking for a connection.
Sorry, but I can't be a help. Velez used to be a great stuntman. I hope he turns up.
Used to be? Why, the past tense. I didn't say he died.
Neither did I. He used to be a stuntman. Put on too much weight. Had to become a stunt coordinator.
He was fat?
Yeah. Hey, come to think of it, Mr. Destructo was a bit of a porker too. They can't all have this totally awesome ripped body that I got just from a surge of electricity going through my body that made me totally arrogant.
My parting from Hard Case was short and sweet. He told me if I ever saw him in trouble again, I should keep on walking. I told him he could count on it. However, he did give me one lead. Without thinking or knowing it, at least he did do that. Benny, listen, Velez and Maple, they were both fat. In the photos of Arnie that I saw, he ballooned up since the Marines. Yeah, cross-reference that with what you got already. I'll call you back. 3/4 of those missing with the military experience were overweight. Really? Let's look at a crappy picture of Rune by Barry Windsor Smith.
Sloth face. It's like Sloth was a balding vampire.
So, military experience and fat. Strange pair of bedfellows, and no mistake. Plus gunmen and ultra beings. This is a two-cupper problem, for sure. I should head home. Truth be told, after waltzing around the park with Hard Case and the Tin Men from Mars, I could more than do with some rest. My neck is killing. Oh, shoot! I'm flying through the air. The perfect end to a perfect day. And to crown it all, the car's a rental. You ask too many questions. You killed a friend. You pay. Ah! I die, so does he. Bam, bam. Damn, he covered. He. He's an ultra. I'm Struth. This it? After all, dumb way to die. Boom! He gets hit by Supreme? No, it's not Supreme. We'll find out who it is. I'm a touchdown guy in a Walt Disney World, and sometimes I hate it. Bum bum bum. To be continued. In. More of that rune. Firearm issue number 3. Are you ready? I hope you are. You know I am. Ooh, nice. Where am I? Ah, look, gentlemen. American Pastimes, Part 3. Expertly written by James Robinson. Stunningly illustrated by Coley Hamner. The Sleeper Awakes. Ugh. Dizzy? The blow to your head, no doubt? I must apologize for mostly. At times he tends to be a bit obvious handling his powers. Oh? What about you turning my car into scrap iron? That was subtlety and aplomb? Yes, well, sometimes being an ultra means making an entrance. Call me old-fashioned. I know what I'd like to call you. Putting on a brave face, Swan? Good. What's there to be afraid of? You all look like you stepped out of a regional production of Chorus Line. Haha. Good. Humor, too. A little coarse, but not without charm. Well, as long as you're entertained, my life has meaning. So, what's your racket? What are you sons of Samantha up to? So, guess. You're snatching men, all ex-military, all fat, so give the scoop. Bottom line is, they're a bunch of ultras, and they decided to keep it secret because they're also very wealthy Fortune 500 company CEOs. And they all went in on this quaint little home away from home. Isn't it lovely? Yes. And, believe it or not, they're eating people. They're tracking down people, and they're cannibalizing them. And this is the chick who hired Firearm in issue number 1. If you haven't gone back in the playlist and you've been watching this far, you've made a big mistake. Because you did miss her. She's getting married to a man. I know, right? But they're fattening her up because they're going to eat her. But they're going to give Alex Swan a chance to save her life. If you put up a fight, give us spirit, we'll let her go. What, order some takeaway instead? If you give up too easily, she's brisket. In the woods yonder, there's a gun. Red arrows signpost the way. What, my gun? Not your firearm, no. We found it where you dropped it last night, but it's already behind glass in our trophy room. It would be a real shame to disturb it, don't you agree? Sure I do. And it'd be a shame to give me too much of an advantage and all. A crying shame. A healthy man could run the distance in 3 minutes. You have 2, before Andre, our point man for today, gives chase. We will follow at our leisure. And so he just goes running into the woods, right? Just goes running into the woods, and they start to chase after him, and there's those red signposts leading toward the gun, and this guy's on a little hover vehicle of some sort. And he gets to the gun, brisket this. And he's shooting him, and then he's sneaking around, and he's shooting him again. And this guy's dressed like Hardcase, except for in red. Isn't that odd? Oh, my sweet. Boom, boom, boom. Mostly? Damn, I told him not to separate, didn't I? Didn't I tell him? Are you receiving? I'm here. Any signs of him? Has he bolted from cover? No. As far as I can tell, he's still in there with you. Just killing all the guys. No bullets left. Not good. But he's still got that shovel, and he just thwacks him right through the heart with it. Isn't that lovely? I love it. What a mess. A no winner and no mistake. If I put up a show, they'll release Claire Brody. Oh, right. She was a threat to them even before she learned who they are and what they look like. Yeah, they can afford to let her live, I don't think. No, only way to keep Claire alive is to stay alive myself. Kill them all and go back and get her. Simple, eh? Open and shut. Of course, the last ultra I killed grasped the garden trowel like it was a long-lost friend.
and stag it off with it. Bleeding typical. God forbid things ran smooth for once. This sort of reminds me of that time in Algiers. Then it was robots instead of ultras. But you don't want to hear this now, I bet. Neither do I, for that matter. No noise. Not one. Not even mostly in the sky. Oh, my arm hurts but good. Must have taken a whack at some point in this merry little romp. And, hey, those cars. Expensive. Must be theirs. I scarper in one, they'll have to keep looking for me, which in turn delays Claire going into the pot. Long as their chef doesn't get Chopper happy, of course. And I might just reach some help. Fast, gotta be. Hot wire car, quick and... Oh no, keys in the lock. Too easy. Wrong, it's all... Zzz. What was I thinking?
Oh, and they love it. They love it. They know it. It's a plot. Boom! That's not good. A lot of trouble.
Pretty. Bright.
Nice.
Cost us though, huh? Our compatriots dead. Andre, Mace, Lonnie, they all knew the risk. Hell, they loved it. Don't mourn them. Honor them. Their memory. At our feast.
Food, yeah. I'll say this for Alex Swan. He made me work up an appetite. He's not dead, you sons of bitches.
I should do a runner. Bring the coppers down on these buffet boys. Legs numb. I should. Damn, Claire Brody's giblets will be gravy by the time I get to anywhere. Hurt, weaponless. If I was smart, I'd turn around. Get. If I was smart, I'd have opened a bookshop instead of doing what I do. All right, all right. All right, Davenport, here I come.
Yeah, our readers asked us to bring them the best. And that's exactly what we intend to do, sir. No matter what the danger, no matter how high the cost. Extreme. On sale December 20th. So we're going to keep going, though. Because we're getting to where? We're getting to that breakthrough. The end of the beginning. Breakthrough. Has nothing to do with the crossover. It's just the end of that story we've been learning about here today.
Give me a pair of ruby slippers that I can wear to click my heels together. It's a nice little house, mate. 'Cause I've had it with this land of Oz that I found myself in.
So he's going to sneak in here. American Pastimes, Part 4. Expertly written by James Robinson. Illustrated by Cully Hamner, Tim Eldred, John Lowe. Thank you, gents.
Arms room in the cellar. No sign of my gun, but the toys here should do. And 1 and 2 and 3 and back to business. Right, you sons of epicurists. None of you move.
Quick, go get help. No, it's the chefs. Where are they? Where's she at?
Where is she? Show me. She's right here in the meat box. There are things hanging up in this meat locker that I don't even want to know what they are. I look straight ahead. Peripheral vision catches a body, part of a body, hanging up to the side of me. I don't look. Concentrate on the problem at hand. Concentrate.
She's only drugged, see? Still breathing. I think Carmine preferred it when they were still alive.
You got any way of bringing her around?
Oh, I think so.
Do it then, and fast.
And then?
Then back to work. Continue making dinner.
A good day, eh, Radley? The hunt was splendid. Crossover coming up after Breakthrough.
Good how, Davenport? How can you say that? Andre, Mason, Lonnie, all dead. Not to mention poor Marley that Swan killed the other day. They knew the risks, old man. Enjoy the wine.
So, you know what's going to happen here, right? Ultimately, our homeboy has snuck in these guns and is going to rock it.
Frying tonight! Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and they fight, and they fight, and they fight. That's how we do it. Crypto Comics just doesn't care about any of this. I like the story. This is the action part. It's fun.
Beautiful. Touch it. You. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I like the color design. Really fun, really different. I can see why Marvel purchased Malibu Comics to get a hold of their coloring studio. Can't you tell?
The cold splash is a miracle cure. Head's clear, aches are gone, feels good again. To move and think. You know what I said about quitting this gumshoe lock? Perhaps I was just being a bit hasty. Just maybe. Then again, maybe a quiet life teaching folk the flamenco would suit me fine. Fairly shorts and all, we shall see. Hey, I wonder, what was that big light in the sky all about?
We're going to find out what that big light in the sky was all about as we continue our journey through the Ultraverse. This has been a little taste of the first story arc contained within the pages of Firearm, one of the best titles in the Ultraverse from Malibu. Now, if you're looking for another great title, check out my book. No, not a comic book, a regular book. My book. It's called The Young Barbarians. It's a totally awesome fantasy film about a bunch of kids who have to go on an adventure to save their parents from an evil necromancer. Highly recommend it. Available on Amazon.com, through the Lost Library, and while you're there, if you're looking for another couple of books, whether it's digital or print, I would highly recommend other selections from the Lost Library suitable for kids of all ages, whether you're 8 or 80. And if you enjoyed this comic book read-through, please hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, hit the ding-dong for notifications. Don't be afraid to share these videos with your friends. And remember to come right back here, because crypto is just going to keep on going on this deep dive into the world of the Ultraverse on Malibu Mondays, each and every Monday, right here on Crypto Comics.